guys, how you doing? I hope everybody's healthy. Life with Patti and Jan from New York City saves money. Have a tag out there. And Patti tagged me, and I'll leave both Jan and Patti's channels below. Go check out their tags. But it's 15 questions, and I want to answer, and maybe you'll learn a little bit more about me if you have any interest. All right, the first question is, what was your first job? My first job was when I was 15, and it was for a place called the Educational Book Club. And we sent out, this was in the days of paper, everything was done by paper. And the company was a really tiny company. It sold magazine subscriptions. And we would have to send out the paperwork, and then we would have to file all the customers, and that was my first job. So it was a little on the boring side. But anyway, it was a little spending money. So that was my first job. My present job is I'm retired, and it's the best job ever. So if you're older and you can, I highly recommend it because it's great. I love it. Some people get bored, but not me. I never get bored. Even now, I'm never bored. So I just have a lot of interests and a lot of hobbies and a lot of things that I like to do, so I keep busy. What is my dream job? Well, I think if I was independently wealthy, and the closest thing that I could say for my dream job would be I would have an animal sanctuary. That would be my dream job. If money weren't an object and I had enough land, that would be what I would enjoy doing. My favorite food. I pretty much like anything Italian. My favorite is probably pizza, and I love spaghetti, and pretty much anything Italian. Let's see. My favorite pet. I like dogs and cats equally. I've had both. I've had both together. I've had one or the other, and I love both of them. So those would be my favorite pets. And right now I have 3 dogs. I don't have any cats right now, but I do have 3 dogs, and they have a very strong hunt instinct. So I think getting a kitten at this point would not be a prudent thing to do because I wouldn't want something bad to happen to it. So for now, I have 3 dogs. Favorite footwear? Well, I love heels. I can't really wear them too well anymore. I can wear like a 2.5-inch heel, but I like that. But most of the time I'm in the summer, I love flip-flops, so it depends on the season. I like booties in the winter, and I love my slippers because that's what I wear most of the time because I'm usually at home and in my house. So those 3 things are my favorite footwear. My favorite candy. I love milk chocolate with nuts. That's my very favorite. I'm not a big candy person, but if I have milk chocolate with nuts in the house, I'll usually have a little piece of it most days, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week with a cup of coffee in the afternoon. And that's my very favorite candy. If I had to choose a candy bar, I like Reese's Pieces. No, not Reese's Pieces. Reese Cups. I like Reese Cup. And I like Kit Kats and Twix. Those, I like all 3 equally. So those are my favorite candy bars as far as a bar candy goes. What is the color of your vehicle? Well, right now I have 2 vehicles. I still have my old Sebring. I can't bring myself to part with it. And since it still runs great, I've been driving that. My new car that I got last month is white, and it's sitting in the garage. And my Sebring is like a teal green. So eventually I'll get down to one car, but I'm thinking if I hold on to the Sebring, somebody in the family will probably need it at some point. And at that point, I'll give that car to them. Because if I got rid of it, first of all, I wouldn't get anything for it. So I decided I might as well just keep it. So that's what I'm doing. So I have a teal green and a white car. My favorite color, you know, I don't know if it's because I have so many different interests and I'm not an in the box kind of person. I really don't have a favorite color. I like all kinds of colors. I even like black and white. So I can't say I have a favorite. There's not one color that I always gravitate towards. I just like the variety of colors, just like I love the variety of activities. So that's my personality. Favorite holiday? Well, my favorite holiday has always been Christmas, and it still is. I enjoy Christmas time. The thing I like most about Christmas is getting together with my family. So I think that's why I enjoy it so much. I enjoy the serenity of it. If you make it that way, it doesn't have to be crazy. And I work very hard to keep a serene environment during the holidays. I love looking at all the lights. I love the tree and the decorations. I don't decorate like I used to. I used to decorate every room of the house, and I really enjoyed it. But I can't do that anymore, so I keep the decorating to a minimum. But I would have to say Christmas is my favorite holiday. Night owl or early bird? Oh, that's an easy one for me. I am a night owl. I am totally a night owl. Even when I worked, I always stayed up till 2 in the morning, and then I would go to my job. Depending on what my job was, sometimes I had to be there at 7 a.m., sometimes I had to be there by 9 a.m. So, but I've always stayed up late. My mom said when I was a baby, I very rarely napped, and sometimes she'd lay down with me and she'd fall asleep and I'd be sitting there playing. So, and I have one son that's that way too. He's my oldest son, and he's not much of a sleeper either, and he's a total night owl. So definitely night owl. I don't like getting up in the morning when, by alarm clocks and things like that. I just don't like that. I like waking up naturally. I'm very slow moving in the morning. I like to sit and have my coffee and think about things. And but I usually wake up sometimes I wake up at 6. Sometimes I wake up at 8. So it depends. But if I have to get up and go somewhere, especially in the winter when it's dark, I don't like that at all. So no, I'm not an early bird. Favorite day of the week? Well, I kind of like all the days of the week since I'm retired, but my favorite day of the week used to be Friday when I worked, because I knew the work week was done, and you could go relax on Saturday and Sunday or go out and have some dinner, whatever it is you wanted to do. So it used to be Friday, but now I don't have a favorite day of the week either. I like them all. Do you like tattoos? It depends. I don't like tattoos like all over the place. I like the tribal tattoos, the ones that are just kind of one color and like a tribal design. I like those. I think those look good. And as long as they're not too crazy and too overdone, yeah, I do. I like tattoos. I don't have any personally, but I do like tattoos. Well, I kind of take that back because about 9 years ago, I did have some eye makeup tattoo. It's all faded now. You can't even see it anymore. But I did have my eyes tattooed, and I really liked it. And I was thinking of getting it done again because I have very pale eyelashes, and sometimes I look really tired if I don't have any makeup on at all. Kind of like now, I don't have anything but lipstick on. But when I did have the eye makeup tattooed, it just looked better. I looked a little fresher. So who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll do it again. It wasn't bad. So, can you drive a stick shift? Yes, I can drive a stick shift, and I purposefully learned back in the Stone Ages when Fred Flintstone was driving. I purposely took driving classes and learned to drive on a stick shift because I figured if I could drive that, I could drive anything. So yes, I can drive a stick shift. Do you like veggies? Yes, I like veggies. I'm a vegetarian. I mostly cook vegan. The only thing that isn't vegan in my life is I do eat eggs. And when I go out, if there's cheese on a dish, I will eat it. Here at home, I do buy vegan cheese for myself, but I do eat eggs, so I can't call myself a vegan, but everything I cook is vegan. So, yes, I like veggies. Do you wear glasses? Technically, no. I had cataract surgery, and I had lens implants done. So, yes and no. I don't wear glasses since I had that done. I wore contacts before that, but I didn't wear glasses until late in life. I was up in my upper 50s by the time I actually needed glasses, and that was mainly for reading. But you know, as you get older, your eyesight does sort of fade away. So I don't wear glasses now, but I do have lens implants. What is your favorite season? My favorite season has always been the summer, but I'll have to say I enjoy summer into early fall. I really like early fall too, when the weather's still beautiful and all the leaves are turning, but I do love the summer. So I'd have to say I don't like the summer once it gets really, really hot because I can't tolerate the heat or the cold anymore. I have a very small Goldilocks zone as far as temperature goes. I like the upper 60s to the low 80s. Anything above that or below that, I'm not too fond of. So any weather that is within that zone, I think is wonderful. So anyway, that's the end of the questionnaire, and I have to think about who I want to tag. Okay, so I've thought about it, and I think I'm just going to leave this an open tag. So if you want to participate in the questionnaire, I will link the questions down below. After I post this video, give me a little time to get all that updated, because I'm going to go ahead and post this video now. But after that, I'll just have to post it then. So anyway, that's it for today. And I hope everybody's doing well, keeping busy, enjoying your family time. I want to thank those people that are still out there in the trenches, the doctors, the nurses, the people that work in grocery stores, you know, anybody that's still working to keep everything afloat. I want to thank you, and I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.